First of all, with standalone regular Sage 300 implementation, the warehouse transactions are actually separate from warehouse operations. What that means is while the warehouse are receiving goods or shipping goods, the transactions are not actually entered in the system. So somebody in the back office needs to enter those transactions into this ERP system. And of course, this process is quite inefficient and error prone. And most often, there's a delay between goods being shipped out, for example, or received before the transaction is actually entered into the ERP system. With AutoSimply Barcode, we try to bring warehouse transactions to the front line when and where they happen. So with this particular add-on, inside the warehouse, the users or warehouse staff can actually use handheld computers, run our app, and then initiate inventory transactions right inside the warehouse. So once they initiate the transaction, they can actually scan barcodes on the product packaging. For example, if they are doing shipment while they are picking goods from the racks, they can just scan the barcodes to record the transactions. And then once they are done, they can post the documents directly into Sage 300 real-time online. So of course, with this inside the back office, there's nothing else to do, really. The transactions are always up to date. The main benefits of using this add-on, customers should be able to realize return on investments quickly, because after all, the more transactions created through this add-on, through the app, the more time and resources stay saved and they could do something else. And also more accurate inventory, because the inventory movements are actually updated real time now instead of there would be a delay. And then it would increase satisfaction of their customer as well due to the accuracy and efficiency of the warehouse operation. And for existing Sage 300 customers, it's also very quick to implement, because if they are already running Sage 300, it's a very simple add-on to add to the current system. So they could be implementing and having this up and running in probably days, very quick. What you are seeing on screen right now is the app running on regular Android phone. So this is how it looks on the app. The menu I'm showing you includes the operations transactions, such as PO receipt, OE shipment, returns, and also some basic IC transactions like internal usage, stock count, transfer, and transfer receipt. So let's say I can do a simple PO receipt, and then I can choose a single PO receipt. Here I can put in the PO number, I can search or look up for a purchase order, but I can also scan. Let's say if I have a document, a PO printed out with the barcode of the PO number already on it, then I can simply just call up the camera and scan. So this is a particular PO, so I'll focus on the barcode, and this is PO 30. It loads the purchase order, and this screen shows all the items in this particular purchase order, and then I can start receiving goods by scanning barcodes on the goods. So let's say I scan the barcode of the first item, and then I can specify the receipt quantity. So let's say I received 2 of this particular item, and then scan the other one. And then let's say I receive 3 of this particular item. And of course, I can continue scanning. And then after I'm done scanning all the items, I simply click post and then confirm. So what happens at this point is the app would connect to the web server, and the web server program and the web service would actually call into Sage 300 and post the receipt online right away. So right now, document receipt 94 is posted. And then you can see from this screen, this is the one of those new features in Barcode 2020. If the printing is actually set up, I can actually click yes right now to print out the document. So right now I will click no, but just remember the receipt is receipt 94. So if I go into Sage 300 right now, go into PO receipt, probably the last one, receipt 94, you can see this is a receipt with item A1030 quantity 2, and then the other one is 3. Basically, the document is posted right away into 300, and there's nothing else to do in the back office. So very simple and efficient. So the next thing I want to show you, let's say I want to do a shipment. I need to do a shipment right now, a single SO shipment. This time I will look up a particular sales order for a particular customer, black. And these are all the open orders for this particular customer. I'll choose the first one. And this is the sales order with all the items included in the order. And I can, again, scan barcodes. So let's say the first item, a very simple item, and then let's say I received, no, I'm going to ship 3. So now I want to show you the snapshot function. So I already scanned 3 of the first item. I'm not ready to post the shipment yet, but I need to do something else. So what I can do is I can just exit and then go do something else. And then after I've done that, I'm ready to continue with the picking. I can go back to the shipment, look up the same sales order, and then click next. The system detects that there's actually a previous snapshot, and it will ask if I want to actually restore the snapshot. If I click yes, it will restore the snapshot, and you can see that on the list, the first item, the picked quantity is 3. So basically, it remembers what I've done in the past, and I can continue with this particular ship. Now, I can scan another item, but this one is an item with lot numbers. Okay, so this is an item with lot number, and then I need to specify the ship quantity. Let's say I'm shipping 3 of this. And of course, I would need to provide the lot numbers of the 3 items. I can scan lot numbers. Let's say I scan this lot number. 2 of the items is this lot number. And I can scan another one. And this lot, I'm shipping just 1. Okay, so here are all the lot numbers that I specify. Quantities are correct. Okay. And then after I'm done, just like receipt, I can just click post to post the document, post the shipment. And then shipment 80 is now posted, and I can also print out the delivery note or the pick list. I'll click no. Let me go back to the main menu. I'm not going to show you all the other transactions because they pretty much work the same way. You either load up a document or initiate a document, scan items. After it's done, post the transaction, and then have the ability to print out the document right away. So these are the operation related transactions. So if I pull up the menu, I can go into the so-called IC extended section, and these are the IC transactions themselves, like receipt, shipment, return, assembly, disassembly, and lookup of manufacturing items. And there are also inquiry screens where I can look up stock information, lot serial information, as well as pending receipts and shipment. I can actually go use these functions to actually look up all the pending shipments that I need to do today, for example. You do not see the manufacturing and the shop floor modules on this menu because I'm logged into SAM Ltd, which does not have manufacturing. But if you are logged into a company with manufacturing activated and shop floor activated, you would see those sections on the app. Let me show you one more thing. If I go into Sage 300 and into the barcode setup, user master, and if I choose a particular user, this is how you set up a printing. So for each barcode user, you can assign a particular printer for this particular user, because like a user, maybe like a user A is in this warehouse, user B is actually in a different warehouse. So definitely they would want to actually print the documents to a different printer. And you can also specify the reports. So if you do not specify any special report here, the system would use the standard report in Sage 300, but you can also select customized reports here for this particular user. So this is how printing is set up. And then for user security, you can see on this screen, this lists out all the separate functions within the barcode app. So you can have fine-grained control of user security now.